Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bose & Company. I am your host, Emily O, and I am joined by very exciting company today. Hello, Dad. Welcome back to the show.
Hello, Emily O. How are you?
I am great.
That is awesome.
This is the first week that we are attempting to do 2 episodes a week of Bose & Company.
Very exciting. And I'm the first person to be the second person.
Yes, correct.
Yes, that's exciting. We
recorded yesterday, uploaded today, and now we are recording again. And we're going to probably upload Thursday.
Wow.
Friday.
That's exciting. I think the more you do, the more people will want you to do.
Correct. And I think we've just got some fabulous momentum. You specifically were requested to discuss health and business.
That's awesome.
Some 2 very important pillars. So we thank you so much for taking the time to come on the show. Because we're going to need guests if we're doing this bi-weekly.
Thank you. You look fabulous, by the way. I love the shirt.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's so nice of you. This is a new shirt that was given to me at LTK Con. It's actually personalized. It's from Abercrombie. They embroidered it during the party.
While you were there?
Yeah, you could pick from 3 different colors. The light wash denim, dark wash, which I got, and then black. And you actually could have gotten like a little icon on it as well, like martini. I went with my initials.
Okay. You couldn't get a bow.
No, they could get a bow. There was a bow. I actually thought they were going to do one on my sleeve and one on my pocket, and then it didn't happen. I wasn't going to go back and say anything because, this is a free shirt. But there was like bow, martini, your initials. Really good idea for a party.
Wow. And they could do it right there, just right then.
Yeah, and then you picked it up at the end of the party.
How long did it take?
I mean, I was there for like 2 hours, so it happened over those 2 hours. Yeah, those girls were working.
That's amazing.
I know.
I know you talked about LTK Con last week, but that is very exciting that you were invited.
Thank you.
Because not everybody was invited.
I've kind of made it my whole personality. I feel like I've really talked about it.
Yeah. But I think you have talked about it, which is great, but I also think you need to acknowledge that you earned it.
Thank you.
Right. Like it's something that you had to be good enough to get to go.
Right. You had to qualify for it.
You had to qualify. That would be the better way.
Yeah. And they definitely rotate year to year. So, but there's 350,000 creators. And then, they narrow it down to like 300, 400.
That's amazing.
It was so much fun. You would have loved it.
I would have loved it.
You're like you love conferences as well.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Do you have a lanyard? No, you've been.
Yeah, of course. Because we had to get scanned in. Yeah, no. I kept the lanyard. Duh.
Where would you wear the lanyard?
Everywhere.
No. I mean, like, did you have it on your neck or was it in your pocket, in your purse?
During the day, like everyone wore it around their neck, but then like for the parties, they just put it in their purse if you were taking pictures.
Right. Yeah, I get the lanyard and.
It was exciting.
And you get swag.
Literally so much swag.
Yeah.
Probably more than an average conference, but. I mean, I know you will. I mean, it was actually fun to be there with Mom because she's been to so many of your like business conferences over the years. And she was like, oh yeah, this is classic conference behavior. Like people breaking off to go to another party when like one party that was set is going on. People love to go do the opposite of what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. I will say that does frustrate me when I go to conferences. I don't go to many, once a year, maybe twice, maybe 2. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's always the case where people are like, well, why don't we go to dinner 20 minutes away?
Right. It's so strange.
I don't know why we can't go to dinner in the hotel restaurant where we currently are located. I mean, the food might be better somewhere else, but it might not. But it's here.
People love to do that.
They want to go off campus.
I
don't want to go off campus.
Overcomplicate things. Like there was one night where there was a party in the hotel and then a management team was having a party 20 minutes downtown.
Why?
Like at the same time, and it was a different theme. Like you've just complicated everything.
And why so far away?
Right. I think they think it, I don't know, but Mom was saying this classic conference behavior.
And the hotels work very hard to have really good restaurants. And everyone's like, I don't want to eat in the hotel restaurant. Well, I don't know. I'm fine.
People have issues with hotel restaurants.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Right. But like also if you're staying at a nice hotel, like it's going to be a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
So. And
it's convenient. When it's done, you do the Irish exit, up the elevator you go.
Yeah. It was so funny because you actually came up throughout the conference because I don't know if people know this, but so at the conference, Half Baked Harvest was there, Tegan Gerard, and Tegan Gerard is from, this is like public information. She is from the town where we're from. Mm-hmm. And you're friends with her aunt and uncle, her grandparents, our grandparents. Like she's amazing. All these connections. So she's from the town, and she was a big person who was at the conference.
Huge.
So I was telling some of the LTK girls this connection, and then also you were at a real estate conference in Florida the same time that I was. Did I already tell the story?
I don't know.
Honestly, I can't remember what I've been saying these days. But you were also at a conference in Florida, and we were was there, Danielle Bernstein, who's this huge influencer as well, and her fiance works.
Is she married?
She's engaged.
Okay, so then her fiance works at our company.
Isn't that crazy, guys?
Yeah.
So I was talking to this LTK girl, and she was like, we were talking about the influencers, and I think she probably thought that I was a kook because I was like, oh my gosh, I have all these different connections. And she listened to it fully, but I was like, what is that always people say? It's like 7 steps away from somebody else.
Yeah. 6.
So he works at your company?
He works at our company.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cooper.
And she's big.
She's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's been around forever, like 13 years.
And she's got 3.2
3 million. She also has like her own brand, which is like her main thing. And then she's like obviously an influencer and stuff. But I forgot to share those little connections here.
Yeah, she's a big deal.
Hopefully that's all public information as well. If not,
no, I mean it's 100%.
Yeah. So anyway, we're so excited to have you on the show today because we have some questions. I feel like we haven't heard from you in a little bit, but let's start off with some bows and lows. What's going on,
Well, we
Terry?
can start with my low.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
I know, and I'm glad that they were at this angle, right? Because if anyone's watching on video, they won't be able to see my left eye.
Yeah, I don't think they can see it.
I don't know how I did it, but I somehow managed to pop a blood vessel in my left eye, which I think I've done like one other time in my life. So I've got to make sure I just keep looking straight ahead because I look kind of ugly.
It's a little alarming.
It's alarming. Yeah.
Is it like, should we be concerned?
No.
You sure?
Positive.
Okay.
Yeah. No. I have allergies. Maybe that contributes to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. So that would be my low, that I look a little bit ugly because of my left eye having
honey, you're never ugly. No.
I'm less attractive. How about that?
It's just jarring when you see it. That's how I would categorize
jarring
it.
Versus ugly.
But no, not ugly. It's just like, whoa, what's going on with? Did you see anyone today that you needed to address it, or were you just like
every single person I saw, I told them that I blew a blood vessel in my eye. You know what the other low would be for me?
What?
We had a business meeting, and one of my colleagues said that I was gruff. You know what? That kind of hurt my feelings.
You know,
I don't think
it should. Well, you're not, number one, but I don't think it should hurt your feelings because my guess, I don't know who this person is. I don't know this person, and I'm not a therapist. I'm just an aspiring influencer. My guess is that person's gruff and the call's coming from inside the house.
Oh, I like that. Because I think gruff is grouchy and rough, which is how you get gruff.
You're not gruff.
I think I'm maybe direct.
You're direct. You're professional. Maybe I could see how you would be like intense and intimidating, but you're not gruff.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
And I think that people say things to try and tear people down. And I don't think that you maybe experience that as much because I think as women we do. And I think that was an example of somebody trying to tear you down.
Yeah, I think you would. And he said it right in front of me, in front of an audience.
Oh, well, he wanted a reaction.
Like, wow. He's like, well, thankfully he's not here. I'm like, I'm
That's an awfully gruff thing to do is say that I'm gruff in front of people. That's said, gruff.
He said, well, luckily he's not here. I'm like, no, I'm here. I'm like 8 feet away from you and you can see me.
Yeah, I think he probably wants to.
Yeah.
I read a quote somewhere and it said, nobody who ever spoke badly of me is like, not on top of me, but like is,
Yeah.
You never look at somebody like, oh, wow, he's speaking. So like, I'm on a very like protect your peace journey right now. So that was unkind to say.
That's unkind.
Good thing to see that men are also being mean to other men, not just women. But I'm so sorry.
In front of a room full of people.
Rude and unprofessional.
I thought the same thing.
Huh.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm so sorry.
Well, thank you for
supporting everyone here
me.
knows you're not gruff. Everyone loves Terry on this podcast. No, my guess is that he was just like trying to tear you down, which we will not have here. We will not have here on this show, on this platform. We are not tearing people down.
Seems
like builders. We might be starting rumors, but we're not going to tear people down.
We're builders.
We're builders.
Right?
I love that.
We're real estate. We're builders. We're building people up.
We're building people up.
Yes.
Exactly. There's just like no reason to be rude, guys. Not that anyone listening is, but if you're experiencing it in your real life, my guess is that person's projecting. And I always say it, the call's coming from inside the house.
Yeah. But they are just words, so I did ignore them. But since we're on a podcast and you were asked, I didn't say anything in the moment. I didn't.
Of course not.
Yeah.
No. Well, that's crazy. Anyway, what's some of your bows?
Oh, my bow is very exciting. I'm going to my alma mater, the University of Notre Dame, on Friday. And I get to speak to the FIRE, the Fitzgerald Institute of Real Estate, on Friday at 1 o'clock to a group of students about real estate.
That is so exciting.
It's exciting because, number one, it's exciting. I'm very excited to be invited.
Yeah, that's a big accomplishment.
But number two, for those of you that may not know my background, and since I have the platform to tell people, when I graduated from said university, Notre Dame, I went to the University of Chicago to become a professor.
Right.
In short order, I realized that I was outmatched. There were 23 of us, and clearly I was 23rd out of 23 people in skill sets. So that's when I digressed and decided to get a master's degree and went into real estate. But I always kind of had the itch to be some professor, even just for one moment. So now on Friday at 1 o'clock, for 1 hour, I get to be a professor.
We are so excited for you.
I would like a title. I would like.
You're being an adjunct professor.
Right. I actually think that's the title.
It
Adjunct.
is.
Yeah. No. I'm so.
There's no time limit on what the adjunct, how long it lasts. Yeah.
I don't care if it lasts for 1 hour.
I'm thrilled for you.
And it's a very large room. I hope people show up.
Oh, they will. Well, is it a class like that requires attendance?
You know what? Thank you for asking, because it does.
Then you'll be fine.
Yeah. And it is. I should make it sound to be much bigger than it is, but it's not. I believe it's a pass-fail 1 credit class, which is not that big of a deal. But having said that, attendance is not mandatory, but it's your grade.
Oh, everyone's going to be there.
Right?
You're golden. We're
I thought
set.
the same
We're going to
thing.
have a packed house. That's amazing.
I should give stuff away.
I mean, they don't even need it because that's how they're passing the class, is just by showing up.
Yeah.
So you will have people there in seats, which is good.
Yeah.
What are you going to be talking about at this?
So I have a presentation that Elizabeth made into a PowerPoint.
Okay.
And I just reviewed it actually right before this. And I'm going to be talking about real estate brokerage and real estate development. I only have 55 minutes. I probably have too many slides. I tend to talk fast. So I think I may have to cut it short and make sure I have time for questions. And I think I'm going to wear nice clothes. I think we went last night. I'm going to wear a suit. Do I wear a tie? Up in the air.
I mean, honestly, like what you have on right now, I feel like would be. Oh, someone's calling you.
Oh, wow. I'm so sorry. Is that me?
That's
my
okay. We'll just
gosh.
keep rolling
Oh,
unless you
wow.
need to
That
take
is
it.
so embarrassing that I didn't
No,
turn
that's
this
totally
off.
fine.
Yeah, so what I'm wearing right now, I think, is probably good enough.
I think that would be perfect. Also, I feel like 55 minutes is like kind of a long time to talk straight. I guess it's like how long we do these shows for, but that's a good chunk of time.
Yeah, I think I could easily fill it up. So I'm going to be talking about brokerage, how I got started, how people can get started, and then give some examples. And then in development, same thing, how I got started, what it is, and then give examples of my first deal and recent deals.
That's what I was going to ask you. Are you going to give them like a little like bio background to start off with? Do you have a
Yes.
hook?
I think I do have a hook. I do, yeah.
I've been really into hooks these days.
Yeah. I wonder if anyone listens to your podcast. Well, you know what? So my hook, this is how I'm starting. I'll tell you this.
Sure. It's good practice.
Right. So in 1948, my dad was on the way to John Carroll to go to college. When he got there, a priest said to him, "You belong at Notre Dame." So in 1948, my dad hitchhiked his way to Notre Dame and was admitted and eventually got 2 degrees from Notre Dame. 40 years later, I got into Notre Dame because I was in the alumni pool. And the alumni pool is an easier pool to get into. So 40 years later, a priest's favor got me into the university. So don't underestimate the value of small favors, because I'm here today because of a small favor. So if anyone in this room needs any help of any kind, email me, call me, talk to me after class, because I understand the value of what it means for someone to do a small favor. 40 years later, I benefited from, and now today I stand in front of you.
Oh,
Thank you. That's how I'm starting.
that was really good.
And it's also true.
But if I'm like a college student who's like sitting there, like, let's hear more. I feel like you got a really good hook, because in the age of, TikTok and social media, if I'm fighting for screen time, I can't even imagine like what in-person classes are these days. So I think that's really strong.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
You're going to have to give us all an update as well after to hear how it goes. I wonder what the question structure is, because like I wonder if they're going to get extra credit or if it's like required. You want people to like also engage.
Yeah. It's a good question. I mean, I'm going to tell them they could just, raise their hand or yell out, because I'm probably going to be talking quickly.
Yeah, make sure not to mumble.
I got to make sure not to mumble. I think Elizabeth is coming, so I'm certain if she shows up and is in the front row, she probably will make sure I don't mumble, which I appreciate.
I think high energy for the entire time is going to be good.
Yeah. I don't think that's a problem for me.
No.
I'm pretty jacked up.
I know you are. This is like your Super Bowl.
It is.
Everyone's been having like their like really peaking moments. Like I was at the LTK Con, you're speaking. I'm trying to think Elizabeth went to Zach Bryan. That was kind of like her, her Super Bowl. I'm trying to think what.
Well, her Super Bowl might be her new job.
Right. That too. We have to have her on the show as well, because I want to hear how adjusting to corporate life has been on your perspective. How has she been doing?
She's doing great. I mean, she's been there now this is her 4th week, I think. Yeah. And it's fun to have Claire and Connor and Elizabeth all right there. And what's happening, I guess by accident, is they're sitting all at my table. So it's actually pretty efficient, because it's kind of like being in college, frankly, because everyone's doing something, and then if they have a question, they just quickly ask me, or they ask, Claire or something like that.
Right.
But it's very fun. Today, mom was in the office, and we were putting up new paintings, and I've decided that I wanted to make the office nicer. So over the past two months, we've cleaned it, we've reorganized it with the help of Anne and the designer, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, you guys redid the office. It looks really great. Yeah.
Yeah, new paintings that we bought, and it looks great. So it's fun to have Elizabeth. She's right in front of me. She's got a desk, and she sits at it in the morning, and then in the afternoon, she presses the button and she stands up.
Oh my gosh. She was telling me sister to sister, like after her first week, she was just relaying some of the things some of her takeaways. And it was actually very sweet because I don't know if she said this to you directly, not me calling out Elizabeth on the podcast, but she came home and she was like, I don't know where Dad gets all of his energy from because he just has so much energy. And she's like, and I come home and I'm so exhausted from the day's work. And I was like, well, that's because he loves what he does. And he just, could do it all day long. She goes, yeah, he's like at work working, and then he like comes home and just like keeps working. So she was very impressed, and I think it was she opened her eyes up to new things. Like I said, I want her on the show because I think she would have some funny stories to share with everyone.
Yeah, and I think she enjoys it now.
Yeah, I think she does too. The more she understands.
The first week was an adjustment.
Right.
Plus, she was coming off of a different circadian rhythm. Mm-hmm. I mean, she worked, the summer she had off.
Right.
And then she rolls right into a job where you got to get up and be there at a certain time. And
definitely an adjustment.
Yeah. But I love having all three of them there.
Everyone has such different roles and perspectives on things. So.
Yeah. So I'm excited about my bow. I'm very excited about. I hope first of all, I hope people show up.
Yeah.
And it'd be great for them to ask questions, but I'm excited to pretend.
We're excited for you. Maybe this will, open you up to like other speaking. Maybe they want you back.
I'm available. I spoke last year to Miami's.
Yes.
That was more of a panel discussion.
Right.
Which I loved.
Also good. You're very good at public speaking and organizing your thoughts. So we are tickled to say the least for you.
I am. I could give you more, but I won't because I think I gave you the teaser.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is good. So we're going to move into some questions today.
All right.
Because I think I mentioned to you earlier that somebody wrote in and we're asking specifically for you to talk a little bit more about health and business, which I thought was great. Obviously, you know a plethora of different topics, but I feel like those are your two niches that you bring to the show. So I have a couple questions about business, and then if we have time, we'll talk about some like new health things that you've been doing.
Sure.
Number 1. All right. What's one lesson you learned early in your career that you wish you had known sooner?
I think that I have learned that there's no fast way to get ahead in your career. I think that when you look at people like Mark Zuckerberg or young guys who hit it big early, they make it seem like it's very easy to do very quickly. Mm-hmm. And I think that what people probably don't appreciate is if you work really hard for a long time, you will learn to all of a sudden be very good at what you do. And in being very good at what you do, you probably will love what you do.
Yes.
I'm sure there are a lot of tax lawyers who are very good at what they do, who probably didn't wake up and say, geez, I want to be a tax lawyer. Mm-hmm. But they did it, became good at it, and that gave them, a skill set and a esteem in the community and a lifestyle that they earned through hard work and day by day. I mean, what do they say? A journey of 1,000 steps.
Right.
So
do you think that expertise can, eventually lead to confidence, and then like from that confidence, you like can find a passion for it because you realize you're really good at it?
Yeah. I think the problem is people think, oh my gosh, I'm not passionate about being a tax accountant. It's vocational. You learn it and you get better. And if you stay, you wake up one day and you're like, I'm pretty good at this.
So would your maybe recommendation or suggestion be, because I know sometimes people like switch jobs a lot. Maybe they're looking for what they want to do. They're confused. I mean, that could be one situation, right. But maybe also there is something to be said to sticking it out, getting really good at it. And then you might find a love for that just because you become so skilled.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you switch jobs for human resource. Maybe you don't like your boss, which is an important thing. You got to have a good mentor in anything you do.
Right.
So separating that issue out, you shouldn't leave a job just because you hate the job because you think it's hard. Mm-hmm. Because when I started in Chicago, there were 4 of us who started. By the time we were done in 2 years, I was the only one. Mm. So there's something to be said for doing something hard.
Yeah.
And then accomplishing something hard, because when you do it, you're like, I did it. I can do it again. And I think it makes you, it's like working out, right? If you skip days, you get weaker.
And I also think just like being able to prove to yourself, like something that I've been trying to really lean into is, what was I just going to say? Oh, being able to trust yourself. Like, oh, wait, I actually can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I worry that I was never taught to do something that I loved. I was taught by my dad, who understood hard work, that the solution to pretty much anything in my dad's life was to work hard.
Right.
So that was what I had been taught. And I do think that there are some people who think, well, if I don't enjoy it, I should do something I'm passionate about. You can become passionate about something that you get good at.
That's kind of what I was saying. I'm like, I think that being really good at something, like, of course you're going to love what you do because you're amazing at it. And as we see from this week, I mean, what a lovely way to tie this all up. Terry wanted to be a professor. That didn't work out. But then through what you're good at, you get
Right.
opportunities from it because you're an expert in the field. And now we get to be a professor for the day.
Yeah. Don't think I'll be able to talk about political theory, but I might be able to.
Oh, you'll work it in. Don't
Weave
worry.
it in.
We all know you're going to work it in. There's one thing we know about you. You're going to work it in.
Little discussion about maybe Thomas Hobbes or Montesquieu. But anyway, I digress.
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right, I think that's really good suggestion for the young folk listening. Number 2, how do you approach making tough business decisions when there isn't a clear right answer? I really love this because I feel like you're super good at critical thinking.
How do you make tough? So, it's interesting. I think that in this age of AI, having a liberal arts degree is almost, if not more important than having a business degree.
Oh,
Because I think a business degree is great. I don't have one, had no experience in it, so but I get the value of it. But I think a liberal arts degree teaches you to think and can think critically. Mm-hmm. So how do I make decisions when you don't necessarily know I guess my answer would be I ask a gazillion questions.
okay.
And maybe that's the answer, is that to think critically.
Yeah, I feel like you're always thinking, mapping things out.
Yeah, I do always think about it, and I do ask a million questions. So I guess I would say to, think critically.
You also don't rush into things. Like, you very much take your time and, like, we'll work on something for like 2 to 3 years before you see the fruits of your labor.
Well, certainly on real estate investments.
Right.
That's true. Yeah. The one deal I just recently did took 4 years, right? Just to get to buy it. Yeah, so the nature of real estate investing is very slow, but it's moving pieces on a chessboard, and you have to be thoughtful about the moves because even small ones can be critical. I guess I would say become very informed and ask lots of questions.
Very informed, lots of questions. I think that's a good takeaway. I think we can do that. Number 3, what habits or daily practices have helped you the most in building long-term success? I mean, I feel like you are head habit doer.
Yeah, I didn't think of myself that way. I think till recently when Mom pointed out all of my habits, which is funny because I guess I never thought of myself that way. But routine, I think, takes away a lot of the stress of thinking.
Yes.
So I used to lay out my clothes, but now I got a bigger closet, so I don't really need to. But they're still kind of there, right?
Right.
I guess I have a routine, and that routine wipes out a lot of the thinking that you need to do that is routine.
Yeah, and something about Terry is like he's not going to stray from his routine. I also do think like routines for a man are a little bit better because, I just feel like you're on a different like circadian.
Yeah, I think it's funny you say that because I think I'm very much a morning person.
And men are more morning people.
Is that true?
I think so. I
don't know.
Should we, not me spreading lies.
The few times that I'm not in town, I do note that she works till like 11:30 or 12 at night.
I'm more of a night owl, but like you're more of a morning person.
No way. I mean, she's up till 11:30 or 12 and jacked up. Like if it's Christmas time, she will be wrapping presents until midnight. And I'm not sure how she comes down and goes to sleep because she clearly, I think if she were left to her own devices, I mean, she somehow gets re-energized at about 7
p.m.
Yeah.
I like that. I feel like we're like that too. We get like a second wind. I would rather work throughout the night than, I mean, honestly though, it ends up like we stay up late and then we're still up early because like the day started.
I'd rather get up at 6 and
right. Something about working though in the middle of the night like that when everyone's asleep and it's quiet and I think no one needs you and that no one needs you for something is like for me why I love working and staying up so late.
Makes me nervous. We had a fire alarm in the house.
It makes me nervous.
Yeah. We had a fire alarm or some alarm went off and it was my fault because the door opened and the alarm went off and it was completely my fault. And the fireman showed up and we were here And they were super nice, and then they left. But I still can't believe, this is like 4 weeks ago, there was a person outside at 3:30 in the morning.
What do you mean?
Running. And then
What?
as I watched the person go by her house, just a regular person, 3:30 a.m., outside running.
Man or woman?
It was a woman, and then there was a man walking.
What?
Yeah. Like, wow, that is a different rhythm.
That's the middle of the night.
Middle of the night.
I mean, that doesn't seem safe.
I agree with you,
I
actually.
mean, we live in a safe town, but like that doesn't seem safe.
No.
If you're doing that in a big city, like don't.
No, she had a safety vest on, and it was fine. But I'm like, wow.
Like, where do you need to be?
I was
where you
more
have
shocked
to
by that
Run
than-
at 3:30 in the morning.
I don't know.
Interesting.
But I was more
Super
shocked by that
interesting.
than the fireman showing up.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone was. All right, number 4. How do you handle setbacks or failures, and what's the best way to bounce back from them?
Well, they happen to me all of the time in my business. You win deals, you lose deals. I managed to lose one right before the podcast, right? I guess you don't dwell on it because things change, things happen, things change. I will say the one thing you should not do is wake up in the middle of the night and think about it, because you do have like lower chemicals or whatever in your body. I would say that when you lose things, shove it off to the next day.
Yeah.
And it tends to keep them up.
What is that thing that we all do where it's an easy way to like help you fall back asleep, where you start spelling out a word and you take the first letter or each letter in the word and then you think of 3 words. Like, so if I did Terry, I thought you told me this, or was it Mom? Oh, I do this all the time. I don't know if it's like a placebo effect or if this is just like a mind game, but if I'm ever up thinking about something or I just can't fall asleep, probably because I've been on my phone, I just start like spelling. It's like counting sheep, you know. I do think though, going back to number 4, how do you handle setbacks or failures? Like, we communicate so much in our family. I know we harp on this in so many different episodes, and especially when, one second, I just got to make sure my hair looks okay as I'm talking about this. Super great discussion. Communication is so key. Like, we are constantly talking, working things through, bouncing it off somebody else, because I think that's also like just getting it out in general, talking to a friend. You know, you don't want to dump everything, but talking to a trusted source and somebody that you value their opinion. I think that's also, I mean, maybe not necessarily in business, like, because we don't always know what's going on, but certainly like other things. It's always good to talk.
I will absolutely 100% agree with that, talking it out. But I also think it's important to note that you're not unique and that there are setbacks for everybody and bad things happen all the time.
Right.
And you just got to work through them. I mean, in business, I lose deals all of the time.
Yeah.
And whatever.
It's show business.
It's just get up and work through it.
Right.
You know, it's
right.
You know, sometimes.
Exactly.
What did Robert Frost, the poet, say? Sometimes the easiest way around something is through it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Number 5, what advice would you give someone just starting out about building strong professional relationships? I think this is great. If you're a young person around my age, Gen Z, millennial, what do we have to do?
So this kind of touches on something from Friday. I think that your generation has a humongous threat from AI. And you can see a high unemployment rate. You can see jobs being taken by AI that are entry-level jobs.
Wait, actually, let's pause because this could be very helpful for people. What jobs do you think are going to be wiped out by AI, and what should they pivot to?
Yeah, no, I think that there's a lot of jobs. For example, this summer I had an intern who did a great job. He had no experience whatsoever in building apps, and I was quoted $50,000 and 6 weeks to build an app. And then I had read an article about Replit, and there's competitors to Replit, so I'm sure that I'm not endorsing them. I have nothing to do with them. And I asked my intern to build an app on Replit. With no experience whatsoever, in 2 days for $25, he built the app.
Wow.
Yeah. So imagine how many people just lost their jobs.
Right. Right.
And how much office space is not needed for those people who just lost their jobs.
Right. Right.
Then I asked him to use another, it's called Shortcut. And it is a competitor to Excel where you can use just regular language and put in your financial assumptions, and it will spit out a detailed financial analysis. So there's 2 jobs gone, right? The financial analyst and the app builder. Now, you still need someone to read the financial analysis, and you still need someone to review the app. But the first person who was doing the job just lost their job.
Right.
So,
Eek.
yeah, I don't think it's actually a good thing. I don't know what the solution is, but I think that if there is a solution, and I've told this to people who work with me, if somebody invites you to lunch, go to it. Anything that involves human interaction can't be replaced by AI.
You did just say this because we went to this benefit the other night. This was like a week and a half ago, and we hadn't been in a couple of years. And I was like, "Oh, like, why are we going? Like, fun, but like, why are we going?" And you said any opportunity to be in person is going to be obviously good for relationships, but business in general. And I was like, "Oh my god, I think we might be in a little bit of an AI crisis."
Yeah, I mean, I look, my age is going to be fine because my career is established, right? But if you're starting out, it's tough. And I think that I would recommend that you do anything that AI can't do. And the primary thing that AI can't do is build relationships.
Trust.
Yeah.
That's what LTK Con was talking about.
Yeah. And
Can't replace
storytelling.
trust.
I mean, storytelling for your business.
Right.
Right. And
I'm not worried because they can't take individual influencers out. If anything, like AI is only helping what we do it better.
I mean, AI probably can build fake social media influencers.
Oh, 1000%. I'm so sorry. Yes, they definitely can. But as far as like taking me and replacing me, I mean, you could make a bot, but like you would obviously know that it's, and I do think the features on social media, I mean, it's scary, like what's coming out and what's AI, but I do think now there's a new way of Instagram flagging it, saying like, this is AI. Oh. So I think they're trying to do a better job at letting people know when this is fake and when this is not, because some people can't tell the difference. And like, where is the line?
Yeah. But I think that with gaming and with all the things that take away your time on a screen, I put it down and go join a run club.
Yes.
Go golfing. Right. Go to a library. Go knit. Do anything that involves people. I think it's better for you personally, and it's also better for you professionally.
And I like your specific thing about, if there's like a event or a benefit or a charity thing or anything, like buy a ticket, go with your husband.
Yes.
Have a couple drinks, talk to people. And even if you're like, okay, well, there was no point to this, long term, there definitely is, because those things will not last if we keep on this road.
I heard a podcaster talk about how people are not drinking as much, and he recommended that they do drink, because typically when you drink, you're drinking socially with friends.
I have seen that before. People saying like, we're so focused on routines and everything. I think there's just a healthy balance. I mean, you've always said since we were little, everything in moderation.
Right. Yeah.
So there's, healthy balance. But I do think that's a really good tip for young people though.
Yeah. And I think sales is going to be something that will be fine for a while.
Okay.
Because a robot can't sell, right? Right. But a robot can do everything to ship.
What about like accountants and stuff?
I think that you'll still need the accountant to review it, but I think you are going to have a lot of the stuff compiled by AI. I think lawyers, you will need less entry-level lawyers, and then you will need the senior lawyer who can review the work to make sure it's correct. I mean, I'm not going to rely on an AI contract to buy something in my business. I'm going to want someone to put their eyes on it.
Right.
But I don't necessarily need to pay the entry-level lawyer to do the work when it can be assembled by AI.
Right.
Yeah. And people are like, oh, there's going to be the horse-drawn carriage was replaced by the car, and there were more jobs. Yeah, but the horse-drawn carriage couldn't think, and the car can't think. I mean, imagine if you are, if you're an Uber driver. Uber drivers are going to lose their jobs to Waymo and to Tesla with self-driving cars.
Okay, so what would your suggestion be like to people who are maybe in college right now? Or
work hard on relationships.
Okay.
I would get to know every single person in my class. I would join extracurriculars. I would do whatever I could, even if I was an introvert. I would do whatever I could to know people, to work on my personality, my relationships, make them meaningful, make them deep. And that's what I would do, because what do they say? The ties that bind are those that you cannot see. Right?
I've never heard that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I would do, that's what I'm going to tell the people on Friday, that I think if you are graduating from the University of Notre Dame, you are going to have a tough time. The unemployment rate among the cohort of graduates right now is officially 30%. Some people say it's higher. Well, that's awful.
Right.
So get out, do whatever you can with friends. Even if you don't have friends, go make friends.
Yeah. Find a way to make friends.
Find a way to make friends, because TikTok, Mr. Wick, it's coming.
Jeez.
I like that. I like that movie.
Yeah. I don't know what Mr. Wick.
That's Mr. Oh, come on. That's Keanu.
John
Reeves.
Wick.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves. I think that was.
What's the movie though?
John Wick, and I think it was John Wick. It was the third or the fourth where there was a time when everyone was going to try to kill him.
Oh.
and he had like 6 minutes, and someone said, "TikTok, Mr. Wick."
Oh, I'm sorry. I really try to get your references. I didn't get that one
No,
though.
yeah. So
Know your audience.
so he started running. So that was when the whole thing began.
Oh my gosh. Well, this is why we bring you to the show, because, you know, the Bose and Company listeners, you bring a good, because I feel like you were always you see things first, you research them, you really think about them. And I mean,
look,
that's scary.
It's scary. It is. There's no other way around it than to say that it is scary. And you've just got to do what AI and computers and robots can't do.
Yes.
Go to church.
Right.
Right?
I'm going to book club tomorrow. They're adding more girls in. Like, I think that's great. I think women are really good at finding like Pilates classes, book clubs, run clubs. Like, we can just go and we can watch Dancing with the Stars together and like have a whole evening. So I think for men, there might be more of a struggle because they tend to just go within. But I do think there's football. It's easy for them to just go and strike up a conversation about sports. You don't even need to really know each other. They can just automatically bond with that.
Yeah.
So I do think like all is not lost. It's just going to be more of a challenge for everybody to make an effort. But in the long run, like you said, I think it's just going to be much better.
Yeah. Volunteer. You know what I'd like to say?
Oh, please go ahead.
Yeah. I was asked by the professor at Notre Dame what business book I would recommend.
Okay.
And I think that the best business book I've ever read is a book very short by Viktor Frankl.
Okay.
Called Man's Search for Meaning. Mm-hmm. And Viktor Frankl was in a death camp and survived.
Okay.
And it's an amazing story of his survival and how he evolved. And the message of the whole book is that to be human is how you respond in every situation. That the only thing that makes us human is our response. And I think that is a good lesson for now, for AI, for whatever, is that how you respond to things is what makes you who you are. So if someone says something rude to you, don't respond.
Yeah.
Don't get into a fight. Something's bothering you, talk about it, right?
Right.
But how you respond is who you are. And if you're looking for a book, very easy read. Great book. Viktor Frankl, Man's Search for Meaning.
I'll link it in the description. I agree with that. I mean, I feel like it says true colors. That's always like the easiest way. I just feel like that's who you are to your core, your essence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another great suggestion for you. What are things that maybe on the health front that you have been integrating? Is there anything new in your routine that you've started or maybe you want to start that you've heard about?
Yeah. So we have both a steam and a sauna. And I have always been a steam guy. Mm-hmm. And it takes our sauna a while to fire up. But I have decided, because I've read a lot about mitochondria and how the sauna is better,
right,
that I'm going long on saunas. So
okay.
It takes a little longer, better for you. And
you have been using the sauna.
Yeah, I've always been a steam guy, but then I find out that the steam, which is fine, it's different heat, but the infrared sauna somehow activates your mitochondria, good for collagen, good for skin.
We love that.
We do love that. I wish it would replace my hair, but I don't think it works. That would be my most recent thing. I mean, I've got a million habits and vitamins and stuff like that, but that would be
the sauna. I feel like sauna is also very great for women, like, because, depuffing, it's just what else? What are the sweating those toxins out?
Yeah. The sweating itself. Yeah.
Sweating in itself.
Mom had an Epsom
Plus,
salt
it's just
bath.
relaxing to sit in there, like, be off your phone.
Well, I do have Bluetooth, so I can listen to a podcast.
Of course you do.
On double speed.
Of course you do. Yeah. Something about maybe silence would also be good.
Probably should.
Quiet walks. Yeah. With your thoughts. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I did just want to ask about any health integrations that you've been doing, because you are always trying new things, and I feel like you're very routine when it comes to that.
Yeah. You know what I want to do?
What?
In the list of things that I'm determined to figure out is I want to do Pilates with a reformer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I mean, that's not.
I mean, they have Pilates, like golf Pilates for men.
Well, this is not earth-shattering for your crowd at all. But from what I can tell, Pilates is harder than yoga.
Yes.
And on the reformer is real Pilates.
Yes.
And if you do it right, like my hip is kind of tight and has been tight my entire life. And as I get older, it's getting tighter. And I do yoga, but everyone's saying to do Pilates. So I think I need to find someone to teach me. Because I don't think you can't just go to a Pilates class, can you?
You could, but I think that you would like like a private class of sort. I mean, that's what I did to get started. It's just different for men because your bodies don't contort like ours. Like we have hips that move. And I feel like, I mean, I was in classes with Browns players.
Yeah.
Because the studio that I go to, they have like some partnership, which is pretty cool with the Browns. So in the summer, like on the off season, I mean, it was clear like this man is an athlete. Like, what are you doing in here? And they were doing it, and they would have to do modifications for them because like your body physically can't do certain things.
Really?
And yeah, because it's a very hippie workout.
No.
Oh yeah. Like we are the first couple minutes, at least in my studio. I'm sure you guys listening at home, every studio is a little different. Every instructor is different, but like you're doing major lunge. I mean, I don't think your hips were made to do that.
Huh. We should go.
Yeah, you would have a ball. It's pretty fun. You would also like it because it's blasting music. They're like screaming at you. Like I feel like that's your vibe for like workouts. But yeah, the Browns players did it. Obviously, they're professional athletes. But like, dare I say, it was difficult for them. I don't know.
But you went to a class. You didn't go to a teacher.
Well, yeah, I go to the classes.
Could I go to a class?
The very first time, like I remember I talked about it on the podcast, like back in February, I think I first started off going to a private class because I was afraid of the reformer.
So could I just go to a class?
Yeah. You can just show up to a class.
And they'll be like, here's a reformer, grab this. And
I mean, yeah, it's not like only women are allowed to go to the classes.
No, but I guess it struck me as complex. No, it's not.
Well, it's a lot about balance. Like it's some of the stuff like is scary in the sense of like you need balance and focus like to do it. But I feel like you have good balance.
And they're very specific about the muscles.
Yeah, you're working tiny muscles.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, no, I mean, these women are ripped. These women are training.
Let's go. Can we get like an endorsement from somebody?
Well, I work with the Pilates studio near us.
Yeah,
but also if you wanted a private class, like I think they would also do like that makes sense. I think a lot of people want to know how the reformer works before you head like because it can be intimidating. You should go to the other one with me. That's in we'll talk offline, but yeah, I think that would be fun actually. Yeah,
because I'm doing a lot of hip exercises.
Okay,
like the wall squat, which is very hard. I'm up to 3 minutes now. Squat is sitting against it's sitting like a chair against the wall.
Yes, yeah.
And I do it up to 8 minutes, 3 minutes at a time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and
wow,
that really,
that's amazing.
It really helps.
Yeah.
So I'm into hip.
We're in a hip mode with Terry. I love that.
If any of your listeners have any good hip exercises,
no, seriously, let us know.
I'm not kidding.
Well, I know Mom has been doing some exercises before the baby comes, and I think we got to work on this movement right here.
She's working on getting up.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you do? Are you training in any way to do that? No. With the baby, baby bean?
I do curls, so maybe that's good enough for the arms.
Yeah. Because it'll be here before you know it, and like it's baby training season.
We are so excited.
We're so excited. We can't even wait.
Yeah.
We need to have Claire back on, and I want to see her nursery as well because I know they've been putting stuff together. Did you see last night they put together the?
I did. In fact,
the bouncy seat.
I stopped myself from speaking about it because I wasn't sure what the rules were on this podcast, but those were so cute.
Oh my god, they're so cute.
The bassinet.
Yes.
And the bouncy seat. Oh my god.
Have we worked out what your name is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Terror Bear.
Okay. Do you think the baby's gonna be able to say that?
No. Okay. But the baby
I think it's gonna be shortened to like bear or tear.
No. The baby will eventually. There's no hurry. We have a whole life.
We have a whole life.
Yeah, and the baby will, especially since I'm going to be with it quietly when no one's around.
Right, training it.
Mm-hmm. Terror Bear.
Him or her.
Terror Bear.
Terror Bear. Say it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to turn out for me like M because I feel like that's the easiest thing for them to say.
I think that's
a
probably
little
right.
person.
You probably will be the first person then. M.
Well, don't they say dada first?
Yeah, but M could be M. It could be like a cough.
Right. I'll claim it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Here she said my name.
Elizabeth could be Bits.
Yeah, Bits.
We actually need to have like a PR team meeting about like what our names are.
Well, no one's changing Terror Bear. I don't think I have the endorsement of the whole family on that.
Yeah, and why are you so set on that? Like, what about just like Grandpa?
No.
You don't like that?
No.
Okay, Terror Bear.
Terror Bear.
Got it.
It's cute. Can't you see
it's so cute. It's so you.
A little 4-year-old boy or girl. Terror Bear.
Terror Bear. Mm-hmm. Adorable.
I mean, come on. My heart will melt when they say my name.
No, literally.
I mean, literally.
So cute.
What do you want right now? Get out of the way. I will get it for you.
Oh my God. It's literally going to be here before you know it,
I
too.
know.
Like everyone, it seemed what's really making this whole thing more real. her baby shower seemed so far away, like when
Yeah.
we were planning them. And the first one is this weekend, and then we're having her second one the following weekend. So now that it's already like a couple days away, I think that's going to be very, very real.
We're very real at work too, because we are getting ready for her to take time off.
Right. Oh my gosh.
And she's kind of critical to the team. So we've got a heavy workload ahead of us.
SOS. Well, good thing you have Elizabeth, and
Yes.
she's learning very quickly.
She is.
She's learning very quickly.
Very quickly learning.
She's very quickly.
Yeah.
She's a smart lady. So
You're all smart ladies.
yeah, I know. But yeah, I didn't even think about that. So lots of shifts coming, but I'm excited for our cozy winter and to meet the baby, and it's just so much to come. Like, I can't wait.
No
I
traveling.
need to get my affairs in order. I need to get my ducks in a row.
Yeah. No traveling. Lockdown. No one's getting sick.
No one's getting sick. Yeah. No,
we're
we are
going nowhere.
staying healthy.
We are staying. And if you're mildly sick, I mean, I don't know. If I got sick, I think mom would tell me to leave the house.
Probably.
Like, go to a hotel.
Yeah. Every man for themselves.
There's no one is going to be allowed to be sick.
No, we have to. Health is the number one priority.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I cannot wait. We're so excited, and we're going to definitely try and get Claire. I know she's a busy girl with everything, which is hopefully sooner than later before she really gets into nesting mode and we get closer to the date. But definitely want to have her back on to the show, and I want to get over there and show her nursery a little bit. Anything else that you feel the need to share with on the show or talk about?
I love the fall this year. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
The weather's been incredible.
Stunning. I mean, I'm always talking about the weather, so like this is right up my alley. But yeah, it's been gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
September, it could be one of my favorite months, and it flies by, and
I
it's
know.
so sad when it's over.
And it's so beautiful. I know we're in a bit of a drought apparently, so it's affecting the health of the trees and the leaves.
Well, it's been raining this week.
Well, it has been the past couple of days, but
Okay.
prior. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, it's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful. It's just like such a beautiful time of year to live here in the Midwest. I'm sure on the East Coast, it's also gorgeous. Really everywhere. It's just great. I love September. So,
Yeah.
well, thank you so much for joining us on Bows and Company for our bi-weekly episodes. I hopefully will be able to keep this up.
Absolutely, you will.
I think we will, because we have, like I said, just so much support when it comes to the show, which means a lot. And I just want to thank you all for the nice messages and for the words of encouragement. So with that being said, we will see you all next week on Tuesday. And I hope you guys have a great week, great end of your September. And remember, say it with me, Terry, that everything is better with a bow. Bye-bye now.